Welcome to another action-packed episode of Like-Minded. Here's what's happening. Of course, the big news this week is the death of Osama bin Laden. More details of the military operation that took out bin Laden are being released now. According to unnamed sources, bin Laden was killed when a house was strategically dropped on him inside his compound in Pakistan. The house was being commandeered by Special Forces Lieutenant Dorothy Gale of Kansas. Upon learning of bin Laden's death, diminutive Americans everywhere started rejoicing and broke out into song. Locally, the subject of bin Laden's death was the lead topic on WCLO's Dan Connery show.
And we will talk about, obviously, the killing of bin Laden. Obama bin Laden, who was the face of the attacks of 9/11.
Osama bin Laden.
I didn't just say
did.
I didn't. Oh my word! I'm sorry about that. Did I say Obama bin Laden?
Dan Connery. Did I really say that? Well, I apologize. Dan Conman later went on to tell listeners that he used to be a cop in New York, he was stabbed in the shoulder, and his brother is a liberal. In other news, the city of Janesville has discovered that the current formula for doling out reductions in state aid will cut Janesville's revenue by a whopping 23.1%. However, city officials have come up with a plan to raise cash and balance the budget by selling naming rights to the city for $50 million. Already expressing interest in the plan is businessman Henry Potter from Bedford Falls, New York, who plans on redubbing the city Pottersville. Well, you're nothing but a scurvy little spider, Mr. Potter. And now this week's sound-off comment of the week, an actual anonymous call printed by the Janesville Gazette. On ethanol, you think God isn't mad at us for turning our food, namely corn, into fuel? Think again.
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
Time magazine named its top 100 most influential people of 2011, highlighted by our very own native son, Paul Ryan, for his work on restructuring the federal budget. Also added to the list due to clerical error, Wallace Shawn.
Inconceivable!
And Tony Orlando and Dawn. But Congressman Ryan's biggest achievement is not being named to the top 100 by Time magazine. It's being specifically named in President Obama's comic monologue before the Washington Correspondents' Dinner last weekend.
Of course, the deficit is a serious issue. That's why Paul Ryan couldn't be here tonight. His budget has no room for laughter.
And that's all for Like-Minded this week. See you next time. End of page 1. Don't ever hit your mother with a shovel. Wait, lights are hot. It'll leave a bad impression on her mind. All right. Already expressing interest in the plan is businessman Harry Potter. Harry. Actually, I'm going to change the order on that now that I see it. Sure. Harry Potter. Well, Harry could afford it too. Not being named. Start that over again. And that's all for God, what is with me today? And I was doing so well too. Dang it.
Quiet on the set.
Let's start again.